All right, guys, you ready?
Hello.
Are you ready, kids?
Hey, folks.
Ayo. What it do?
What it do?
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another Harbinger stream. We've got a quick few announcements before we dive in, so stick around to hear what's coming up and what's new with us. Jordan?
First up, if you've been tuning into our Pokemon streams, you already know how much fun they are, and if you haven't, you're seriously missing out. Cam and I have been having an absolute blast, and we're definitely keeping them going. So if you want to see us make questionable decisions, relive some childhood nostalgia, and maybe even rage at some dud card pulls, be sure to catch in to the next one.
All right.
And we also wanted to apologize for the schedule swapping. Obviously, a lot of people here, myself included, have been very sick. About half the table have kids, and just in general, I mean, it's still flu season. So, thanks for sticking around, and hopefully, we're pretty much at the end of it and shouldn't be getting too much more sick anytime soon.
Fingers crossed.
Hey, there's an echo. We're being told there's an echo.
Everyone make sure their mic is facing them and only them.
How's it now?
Hello.
I mean, we kind of have to talk for that to figure itself out.
Is there still an echo?
Progressive delay.
Is there?
Is there?
Hello.
Everyone's echoing. Apparently.
Oh, fun.
Everyone's back.
Love going through that every single time.
No, this hasn't really happened since our first stream.
Was it on YouTube that they sent that message?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I'm upset
Why?
because I can't see any of the messages over here.
That's annoying.
Anyways. How does everybody sound now?
How do we sound?
Does it sound
better?
good?
Lots of better.
Better?
Hey, that's better.
Okay, I had to turn off
Perfect.
the music. We'll figure that out next time.
Yep.
Oh, there's Carlene. Yeah, that's better.
Perfect.
Bet.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Yeah, we go ahead and continue.
Oh, that was it for me.
All right,
That was
B.
it.
Yeah. So we appreciate y'all being patient. We'll do our best to keep you guys informed. And speaking of staying informed, if you haven't already, make sure you're following us on all of our socials. That's where you'll get the best updates for our streams, including our pop-up streams that we're going to start doing. We'll try to do our best to give 24 hours notice so people can join us, but sometimes it may be spur of the moment. So just look out on our socials for those announcements to be able to tune in and hang out.
Speaking of our socials, I know our page on YouTube is a little hard to find, but we're really easy to find on Facebook. So if you go to our Facebook page and you go into our info there, we have all of our socials linked there.
They're also on our pinned posts on Facebook.
It is also in our pinned posts on Facebook. So that's the easiest way to find the rest of our socials. But we want to give a huge thank you to all of our OG Harbingers who have been with us from the start.
Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad,
Mom and Dad.
always there for us.
Every stream. They haven't missed one yet.
We are really working on growing our presence. So if you see new faces in the chat, make sure to give them a warm welcome. This is an amazing community, and we love seeing it expand. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Kristen. Now, something a little different we're doing tonight. We're doing a 2-hour format. So we're going to sit here, do our first 2 hours together with you guys live. And then the second half will be aired next week on our D&D stream. So that way we can kind of hang out in the comments, kind of talk with you guys, get to know you all a little bit better, and be there to answer any questions. So bear with us as we figure out this new pace. Hopefully this will make things smoother for both us and you.
All right. We get to do something really special tonight, you guys. Tonight marks our very first partnership for this stream. Tonight we are partnered with New Holland Brewing Company. They have supplied us with a variety of their beers and mixed drinks. to keep us fueled for the evening. Now, you've heard me talk about my pizza of the month, the Freaky Tzatziki, which you have until the end of the month to try. It's really good.
Get out there
But their
now.
drinks are just as good. Plus their elote dip is a
Thank you, Cam.
Yeah, so we got a couple of Cameron is gonna lose.
I think it's game night. Or you're just still gonna lose
I'm
in
still
D&D.
gonna lose. Whatever. So we do have a couple of options that they have given us here. So I'm going to.
Should we all do it at the same time?
Everybody is going to open their beverages at the same time. It's going to be kind of gay.
3. Ah. Yeah, baby.
So over here, I have a beer called Full Circle. There's a Kolsch style ale. Very. It's a good beer, you know. It's what you would expect out of like Kolsch style ale. Over here with Christian, we have a rum punch. One of their. It's not a beer, but it is a liquor beverage.
Is it a cocktail or something?
It is a cocktail.
It's called a ready-to-drink cocktail.
It is a ready-to-drink cocktail.
It is rum, passion fruit, pineapple, orange, and coconut.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then over here with Jordan, we have one of their most popular, the Tangerine Space Machine.
We need to clip that and just use that for a lot of things, please. Two things in his hands.
To make an important note, this is not a sponsorship. This is a partnership. We are not being paid by New Holland Burley. This is a partnership.
And we also really like their drinks.
Next
And
up,
their
we
food.
have DeAndre with a prickly pear margarita, and Tyler
How fucking
also has
rude.
it.
You
Nobody
can't even
cares
really
about
see
you.
it, honestly. 'cause it's just a
Prickly pear margarita, another one of the mixed drinks. And then we also were given the lovely Poet, is a American oatmeal stout, which is sure to impress. And then we've got the classics. We've got Dragon's Milk, a bourbon barrel aged stout. So, if any of that sounds at all interesting to you, please check out our friends over at New Holland. They have locations in Battle Creek, Holland, and Grand Rapids. All of their beer and liquor that they sell is made by New Holland at a distillery and a brewery in Holland. So it's pretty cool. But thank you again, all of you, and thank you to New Holland for partnering with us for tonight.
Yes. Thank you.
for being here.
Also, please drink responsibly and be of age.
yes.
Fair, we might want to make sure we're telling people the right things to
I'm
do.
gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. So yeah.
Oh,
We were all kids once. No, I'm just kidding.
So yes, if you haven't been to New Holland, give them a try. You know, and if you go out before the end of the month, you got like less than a week to try the Freaky Tzatziki.
You were supposed to bring us Freaky Tzatziki.
I'm just
No,
Tyler,
somebody.
welcome, man.
Yeah, hi, Tyler.
Tyler.
hi.
And hi to everybody else that I've ignored thus far.
Everyone else.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Carlene.
Hi, Carlene.
If you're joining us on
Hi,
Twitch,
Carlene.
make
Oh.
sure to follow us on there. We're
Also,
very excited.
one more
to-
thing.
Is that just YouTube?
One more thing about New Holland. Recently they did a partnership
With D&D.
with Dungeons and Dragons, and I was able to procure this very cool Dungeons and Dragons milk dice tower that our DM will be using tonight.
I use every.
And every
He uses it every night. Yes. So
He tries to murder
goes
us
to
with
bed
it.
with it.
Hey, don't tell them my secrets.
all right. That's all from me.
All right, guys. That will be all the announcements. So, thanks for being here, and always grab a snack, get comfy, and let's get into it. Oh. And I'll wait for B to get into their spot. Everyone
Fuck me.
I feel phenomenal.
Feel great.
missed this last few weeks.
I have to.
Yeah, no shit.
I was going back.
Take all of it with you
Crazy.
on your way back.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I almost forgot. They gave us Mad Hatter too.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So I need to get this out of here.
Ah, it's out.
I got a spot. You can put that right next to me.
Right where it was.
No, it's over there. If y'all need anything, let me know. I'll grab it. Awesome in the middle of something.
All right. So, last time we left off, you guys had just decided to go search through the city or the ruins of Novisto. Went to go collect allies, things, anything you could find, check it out, make sure what was all still there. You made some new allies. Started almost a PvP fight between each other due to the actions of one Ashen Hand.
That's me.
That's you.
uh, yeah, got quite a few allies. A cult, Cyclops, a couple other people, and then found out some old friends that helped break out people from jail somehow survived. So that was cool.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
Also fought some creatures from the meteors that had fallen during the night while you guys were being saved by Red.
Yes, very creepy.
Decided to run because numbers out you were outnumbered and didn't like the odds. Also, some of you were afraid of each other.
I got thrown by a cyclops and almost died.
Which was
Facts.
pretty baller.
That was pretty cool, actually.
Pretty
That was pretty
fucking
fucking dope. 10 out of 10 would do it again.
And then you guys got back to camp and decided to make plans. So, Commander, what was the set of decisions that were made before the set of training?
Before the training?
Yes, wasn't you sent people out to go check something out while you guys
Oh, yep.
were...
So we sent Maya and the Cloaks to go investigate what Andromeda was seeing with their constellation that or
Their vision.
yeah, their vision that of the obelisk that we found in the bog. They're currently investigating that. As we are heading to Grey March to look for housing that was offered from a Mr. Constantine.
Father Constantine.
Father Constantine.
Yes.
Mr. Father. Daddy.
Daddy. I mean, Daddy's a
Daddy
good guess, I guess.
Constantine? Okay.
Uh,
As long as it's not Saint, we're good.
You're
So yes, you guys also decided that maybe, well, you didn't decide. Maya decided to leave, Grave Smoke with you guys to help train all the new members and to help you guys become a congealed group to work together well. So, as you guys are moving towards the Grey March, which was going to take some time anyways, you guys found a open forest where you guys set up camp and essentially prepared and started doing some training. So 3 weeks pass, not in silence nor in rest, but in steel, sweat, and shadow. Beneath the watchful gaze of Gravesmoke, Lieutenant of the Cloaks, the Harbingers train like soldiers reborn. The new recruits stumble, bleed, learn, and in time, they rise. Old scars are hardened, new scars are earned. For the world beyond the ruins of Nova Stowe is changing, and war, in some form, is coming.
Something else is rising, too.
You train together,
Eyebrow wiggle.
not just as survivors, but as a unit, learning each other's rhythms, strengths, and silence. Blades clash under cold dawns, arrows thud into straw men shaped like nightmares. Magic weaves around command shouts and coordinate charges. Nightmares are shared beside fires and never quite chase away the dark. Each of you grow, not just stronger, but sharper, more dangerous, more united. And in those moments, brief as they are, hope flickers. Not because the world is healing, but because you are becoming what it needs. Harbingers. Not just of death, but of reckoning. Gravesmoke walks among you like a shadow with purpose. His cloak tattered, his voice firm. He teaches by example, silent takedowns, teamwork under pressure, eyes in the fog. You begin to feel it as the world is waking, in the worst way, and the gods may not be the only ones watching you. So over this 3 weeks, a couple things have been decided. Like, for instance, most of your commanding or your senior officers have taken a position, and you have chosen a lieutenant.
I have.
Oh, you chose the lieutenant?
I have.
Oh.
You want to tell everyone who you've chosen?
Like,
How do you do it, actually?
I would imagine there would probably be a meeting, like for all of the harbingers and not just the senior officers, and we'd be inducing Nagisa.
Hey, pirate lieutenant.
Actually,
pirate
is that their
lieutenant.
code name?
What is their code name?
Wayfinder.
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 Thank you.
It's about fucking time you called them by the right name.
Yeah, well,
It takes time.
Wayfinder.
Hey, I got it wrong the first few times.
Yeah, there's a whole story about you forgetting her name.
I'd say I don't think anyone's called their character Wayfinder. In my defense,
That's
I
a
don't
good
think
point.
So yes, Lieutenant Wayfinder.
Get fucked.
Do you say anything after being chosen? You don't have to.
It depends on how I was chosen.
we had a discussion, if you, your character remembers, during these 3 weeks, and I just got like a lot of insight about your character, about you as a humanoid.
Mm.
I tell you stories from. I tell you about my ship.
Yes.
What's this conversation about?
Fucking DM's over there. DM has no idea what we're talking about. It's beautiful.
Tell you about
You-
my ship, and I tell you about my crew.
And how like the things that you've had to endure as a captain and as a leader, and I just seen that in you.
See, I talk a bit more nostalgically.
Hey,
I don't tell you these things as like an in to being a lieutenant. It wasn't expected. I just reminisce on my days.
What's the name of your ship?
Huh?
What's the name of your ship?
Athena's Grace.
Venus.
That's pretty dope. Not gonna lie.
Thank you.
It's
gangsta.
pretty dope.
Yep. And I just seen the qualities of a lieutenant. I also, when we had Talon in danger with the kid and the old man, your first instinct was to help them, and that was a trait that I coveted. And so my decision was pretty clear.
All right. Perfect.
I would have also prepared you for that, like before your me just appointing you. I would have told you that I want, or I more or less, I would have asked you if you want to be the lieutenant.
And I would have excitedly accepted.
Tail go back and forward.
Oh, you see it like twitch a couple times. You can tell that I am hiding the wag.
Just imagine like a
You're like going like this, just like switching all around.
Love it.
you're
Love
going
it.
hard,
love it.
bro.
Awesome.
You do not remember my character is a raccoon person.
Takanumi.
So if you saw on our Instagram a sneak peek of a furry little picture,
I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't.
We're going to Instagram.
I guess I should go check that out.
yeah, you should.
Why don't we all just take a
Following us.
moment and
Yeah. Take a moment to look at the Instagram.
Show me, Cam. I can't see.
Yeah, show the class.
Show my special eyes. Ooh.
Those are my ears.
They are.
Interesting.
So if you'd like to see my fuzzy little ears, you can go to our Instagram.
And hopefully, either in episode 5 or episode 6, we will have our character art ready to share with the class.
so you guys can see what we see.
I love that. Love that. All right. So
Are we going to put them like?
Yes, I'm gonna scan them in so that we can just pull them on
Yeah.
screen. People can see them.
and then
No. I mean, like where our pictures are. Can we put them down at the bottom?
eventually we
Can
will
make that
have
happen?
like
Eventually.
a banner.
Yes.
We will do that, and then what we'll do is also
Just make it
have
part of the
everyone's
overlay.
personal socials that they want to share.
Yes.
If
So
you
there
are
will be
sharing
special moments, and there's also as we get more advanced with the streaming stuff.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt the story.
We're all new. to this.
As we get more advanced, especially during combat, we're gonna make it so that when it's your turn, it is your face and the map on screen. So that we're getting more.
Yeah. You know what? For all that wonderful insight and where to find things, take an inspiration.
Oh, thanks. Even though I was
That
told
was a lot
before
of kiss
stream, I'm
ass.
not allowed to earn any today.
No, I take that back.
Were you naughty today?
He was naughty, and I was.
You just heard it. Do you want to lose it? I'm
No, I'll
just
take it. I'll
saying.
take it.
So sorry.
So yes. And is there any other things that happened? I know that you were gonna send some members.
So right now we currently have members of the Cloak that we have like a decent amount of
60, 70
members
people.
focusing on going to the bog to investigate the obelisk. We also have some people scouting around and looking into the meteorites, seeing if there's any other occurrences anywhere in like surrounding areas.
So which Maya sent spread apart the cloaks a little bit thin to send them places like that and to separate it. So there's going to be now scouts going about in these 3 weeks, probably going to be a little bit longer but that are out looking and seeing if there's any other signs of it in airs.
All right. And then do we want to say what I sent the last group of them to do
I mean,
to investigate a certain character?
speaking of which, I don't know if B ever confirmed if it would have been okay, but
I did confirm.
okay. So you both decided at points to look into the Chronicle.
Yeah.
You don't have to share exactly what you were looking for, but if you want to, you can. But there was from that you also did some research, and I think if you want to tell them what the other group is going to look for, by all means.
We are looking into a character that we know as the False King. And so basically, Hades' thought process is that the day that the Harbingers disappeared, like before our current Harbingers, there was like some battle with the False King, and the Harbingers all disappeared, and so did the False King. Everybody but Red, because he wasn't directly involved with the battle. And then when I just found it like awfully coincidental that when the torch of the Harbingers was passed off to us, immediately Red had to defend like what we all witnessed in Nova Stowe. And it definitely seemed like he knew it was coming. And so to Hades, maybe it's not by coincidence and the False King is still out there. Or maybe came back.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
So we have, I would imagine, Maya personally overseeing that one, or would we have Maya probably going towards the bog? I think the False King one, Maya would personally be heading.
Is that what you want?
Yes, 100%.
I would advise that to be priority. A major priority.
It definitely a major priority.
I
You'll love to know that we also have a group of scouts out looking for your boat. We are going to find the location of your boat, and then we'll go.
no, I would know that. I would have pushed for it immediately. That would have been like
You know exactly where it's at?
no.
No, to search for them.
No, I would have pushed for immediately
So
for my
that
boat
would
to
be
be south.
actually a priority A.
Yeah, right.
But it's also why I asked for the name of the boat, so that
Athena's
I had
Prince.
information to give your scouts to do so.
Yes.
Can't search for a boat that they don't know.
Yeah, well, they would have also been described in probably great detail what this boat looks like, I would
Again,
imagine.
name probably helps.
Yes. So yes, Wayfinder's boat is also hopefully going to be discovered, and we will, after we hit Gray March and kind of start to set up a little bit of a base, get comfortable, at least just for the time being, we'll go and grab this boat because we're probably going to fucking need it.
It's a ship.
Ship, boat.
Stop calling it a boat.
It's a horse. That motherfucker is a
Great ship, Kristen.
your fucking wooden water horse.
I am a captain.
Dad said it's in the water.
That says it's in the. Quit telling them all
It's in the water. That might not even be true. Well, what if it's disrespected right now? It's sitting on some concrete, bro.
Oh, almost. Hopefully, you have someone that can fix a boat or attempt.
About that, we don't
Stop
necessarily.
calling it a boat.
We do not have a shipwright for this boat.
Thank you.
Shipwright for this.
Scab said boat.
Ship. Duh. Don't you listen?
I like kick his shin.
He's probably the best option we have.
Smirk at him when I do it.
Okay.
I really like Scabs.
You like
Yeah.
scabs?
I love Scabs. He reminds me of my friends.
Yeah, Scab is probably our best option at fixing your ship.
Fix? Yeah, I can fix it. You can roll an insight check if you'd like.
I want to.
I haven't even broke up dice yet.
While they are doing that, go ahead.
It's 13.
13. Okay. And in this time, you also learn some knowledge of some items, correct? And then you give them back to the people that they belong.
I don't remember gave me what.
So the ring was from
And keeper.
Keeper, and then Hades had the lockpick set.
19.
19.
Where'd the glasses come from?
I mean, he seems fairly honest, as far as you can tell.
Fairly honest.
I mean, he's a little dodgy, but you believe it. You're definitely questioning the amount of times he's ever touched a ship.
He's not feeling that great about it at all.
He would probably be really good at fixing my ship. I've had this ship since I was a child.
Sure. We can figure
Or
that
you
out.
can at least teach the team how to fix the ship, because I doubt when you do
know
it by your
people
fucking
who to go
self.
to if you didn't know how to handle it or couldn't. Some of it is more like
I
because
feel
of
like
the
I would at
physical
least have,
thing.
like, basic knowledge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If it's fucking wrecked,
Oh, for sure.
I don't know, man.
You will know if it's not fixable. I will tell you that much. And you will know what needs to be fixed. Could you do it yourself? That's a different story. That's
You're
what-
not gonna take my ship from me.
You're gonna have to take it from my cold
I
dead
just
hand.
said-
Dead pause.
I'm
Could
getting
you make it
pretty-
a point to say if it's not fixable?
Well, no, because you were
Quit
saying.
saying that.
Okay, okay. The only reason I
I
said
think
that.
we're getting pretty hung up over some canoe.
Yes.
My goodness.
Did you just get it fucking right? I mean, that is comedy gold.
Wait, I'm gone for the moment. Thank you very much.
So I was just
That
saying,
was
like,
fucking
you
gold.
would know the difference between any kind of ship, boat like that. That's what I was saying. Not saying that your ship is that way. What am I? No problems.
That was fucking comedy.
Where's my pouch of them?
Yes. So besides that, Commander, anything else?
Like fucking what?
Anything
I
else
don't know.
that you can
You
think of?
got the wrong guy for the job.
I think I got the right guy because he seems confused.
He said, I'm new at this.
So your items that are for you guys are in D&D Beyond.
Are they?
Yep.
Let's see.
So what was his item called again?
Not just the light.
And then yours was the ring
Against the
of
light.
animals something, right?
Ring of lunar influence.
Lunar influence? I get a moon ring?
A moon ring.
Like, does it change color?
Wrote the description for it.
Huh?
The breadth of description for it.
Good.
You like stopped halfway through. Says the ring grants the user an additional use of wild shape. Add additional +1 to max, or you may wild shape into, and then it stops.
I may wild shape into whatever the fuck I want.
So it gives you an extra CR, 1 CR.
You get a +1 to your at maximum CR.
So if your CR is 1, it's now 2.
if your CR is 15, it's now 16.
Yep.
I have the amulet. And
Now I gave you something, B. Quit your
Thank
bitching.
you. Hey, I had a reason to bitch.
I'm just kidding. No, I love it. Thank you. Keep me honest.
Oh, that's
Um,
fucking sick. Oh, these are dope.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember where you got your glasses from?
no, I don't.
Okay. We'll talk about that in a break then. But you should know. All right. So, yeah, 3 weeks of training has gone by. In that time, you guys gained a level up, which you guys have already added in. Woohoo, level 4. And made all your decisions, I believe.
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
I mean, well, I made my decision, but I don't explain.
So, the next morning, as you guys are waking up, probably gonna get prepared for another grueling day of training. Gray Smoke comes up to you, Commander.
Great smoke.
I think it's about time for you guys to start probably leading the charge to where we're heading, and I'm gonna stick back with these guys. Keep training up the new. They need a little bit more time, but we'll catch up to you guys once you guys figure out where we're going. Since you guys going to Grey March, not sure
We are indeed going to Great March.
Gotcha. Well, while you guys figure that out, why don't you and the juniors maybe take a head start? Maybe smaller numbers might be a good idea anyways.
Oh, also, you guys would have noticed a couple of people around me. One is a familiar face, but as a junior officer of mine, Talon became one of my junior officers. Coach.
He doing okay?
If you guys
As
want to
a
mention your juniors,
he
you can
doing okay?
now. I figured you would mention them as they become relevant, so it's up to you. But that's
Yeah, well, he's kind of always just been there with us from that point. So, yes, you would know that he has a code name now, Wraith.
Great. Ooh.
Yes, he
That
is.
sounds formidable.
And then I had summoned somebody that I used to work with in my my old personal life.
long forgotten.
That you know by the code name of Judge. And she is a female domain cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Domain cleric.
Order.
Is she
Order
hot?
domain.
Is she
That's what I
hot?
meant. Huh?
Is she hot?
Only the hottest.
What species?
Human.
What was her name?
Judge.
In fact, I have some things you would probably remember about them. Like, they keep a book of all of Hades' failed strategies, which
Only the
they
best
like to
ones.
remind him of his failed strategies when they can.
I like them.
Like, for instance, entry number 1, the Ogre Incident. Today, Commander's Hades decided rushing headfirst into a ravine where we couldn't see the other side was a risk worth taking. Result, trapped by an ogre that nearly smashed in Gravesmoke's head. Fixed it with 1 command spell and well-placed mace to its knee. Note to self, never let Hades be the first one to pick a path.
Hey, that's who you need as your
Yep.
junior officer.
Yep. Over the 3 weeks, you realize that she pretty much keeps me honest at all times. She has no problem challenging authority, as she makes very apparent. But she holds everybody to a higher standard. She doesn't just like do it from me or for herself and everybody around her. She's just the kind of person that just wants to see everybody be better and has like the tough love approach to it.
And if she picks on you, probably means she likes you.
But otherwise, very spunky and full of life. Like a very bubbly character, just has no problem like fucking you up if you need it.
Yeah, and you see they wear
Serious when they need to be.
heavy blackened metal armor with hints of purple, which are the Harbinger colors,
Yeah.
with a draped cloth of purple, which has a symbol of their family's crest on it, but it's been crossed out and just has a Harbinger symbol.
Mm.
I'll go next.
Okay, we're just telling everyone's perfect.
Fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, if you want to, right now, go for it.
My junior officer's name is Epitaph.
Gangster.
He is also a cleric of the death variety.
Mhm.
We love
Death
death
Domain
clerics. We
variety.
love death domain clerics.
He is also a Shadarkai,
Ooh.
and that's all you need to know.
Is it?
Um,
He was assigned to me because he's a lot like me.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
if anyone would like to, they can make a religion check.
Yes. Ew.
I assume this is information I already know.
14.
No, why don't I have D&D Beyond
I like
pulled up
13.
on this?
You said 13 or 14?
Stupid.
I don't know. It didn't pull up in the. Does
The
anybody? see
13
my-
was him.
Okay, it's 14. It's 14.
Mentioned to me that this might be a religious thing.
What?
Or does he just
Him?
radiate religion?
It's not about him. It's about epitaph.
Epitaph.
Okay.
My junior officer.
Oh, would you respect it more if it was a?
No. I'm deciding whether I would even make a religion check or not, if that was on my radar.
The religion check is about epitaph.
Yes. So you would know the reason he was assigned is because epitaph is very straightforward and is kind of cocky when it comes to finishing his opponents. And very kind of like things about him that you're like, maybe they'll be good for each other in some sense of the way.
Sounds like a bad influence, but okay.
I mean, we fought each other.
So did you
During
roll?
training.
Who all rolled a religion check, and what did you roll?
14.
14 as well.
Are you rolling a religion check or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys find by like looking at him, all of you can tell he follows the god of death, Maranthus, who is the last breath deity. And you see his symbol is a bound hourglass. The hourglass is wrapped in iron chains, skeletal hands as frame, crowned with black thorns. And he seems very much about his religion.
A devout cleric.
Mhm.
Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask, would I have recognized that symbol?
That's what the religion
That was
No, okay. That was my misunderstanding. That's what I was trying to get at was,
You
is
can
there
roll
a
now if you-
reason I would be
yeah.
prompted to make...
It's just for that was my bet.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you would like to roll it now to whether or not you would have gotten that, you can.
No, I wouldn't have.
Okay.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
Heard.
I
Naga
would have
16
looked
now.
at that and been like,
Who
that's
wants
gotta
to
go.
tell about their junior officers next, or junior officer?
I will.
Okay.
I don't know their names, so you're gonna have to tell me their names.
I sent them to you. What are you talking about?
Where? Oh, you did. You know what? I'll pull that open. It's because I'm never on Facebook Messenger.
Listen, I don't know. I thought I sent them to your.
Oh, text message.
Yeah.
Actually.
Get your fucking shit together.
Manager, my phone is full.
Carter, fuck this up.
I
Yes, fuck was that?
listen. You just need to look at the things I sent you. That's all.
Do I?
Yes.
I don't even like you. Why would I? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
I
just kidding.
mean, it's fair. I am pretty unlikable.
Do any of us like him?
No,
Yes.
absolutely not. Don't lie to yourself.
It's questionable at times.
Amulet was.
The amulet.
Yes.
What was the amulet again?
Of silent whispers.
I feel like that was yours.
I might have been
I have the
his.
glass.
It might have been his too.
What is it? What does that do?
You have to look it up
I
on
don't remember
D&D Beyond. If he gave it to you,
He didn't give me the first item that I just had to look up and put in my own inventory. So, what do you
but he told you what it was.
Yeah,
Yes, he did. Yeah, I know.
He handed it
But-
to you because he identified it.
Oh, you're talking about like in character.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying like it was in my inventory already. I was like, it's not.
Okay.
Okay. My first junior officer, and I will tell you that as the keeper took junior officers, it was less of a I was taking people under my wing and more of a I have a mission here that includes the chronicle and keeping Harbingers relevant. Who is down for this mission? Basically how you would require like a research team versus
Absolutely.
So mnemonic.
Which I want to tell you, I had a different code name for him, and then was like realizing how close to yours it was. It was going to be the Lore Keeper. So it was like, oh no, mnemonic it is, because it makes sense too.
So Mnemonic is the man that we met in the city after the stars fell.
Mhm.
He is a hobgoblin. He is the one who is talking to the dead. He's very active as far as being involved with Harbinger oversight, and is apparently supervised directly by Grave Smoke.
What was your name again?
Well,
Mnemonic.
you all were
Mnemonic.
Okay.
in a way.
Mnemonic, and that's spelled Mnemonic. Mnemonic.
See, I was gonna spell it like pneumonia.
So
So
essentially,
PN.
essentially, things that were found out about him was that he was very much good at the thing that the Chronicles for, which is remembering people's names and who they were,
Mm-hmm.
and feeling sad for those who are lost.
Yeah, he's really good with diplomacy too. So, really a great addition to the.
Yes,
The
less
Keeper's team.
combat driven, more diplomatic.
Mm-hmm. And then my secondary was a natural second because of the first
Yep.
Songbird, who was the woman that we found with him in the
Eve.
city. And she is a bard. She also specializes with spirits. Psychological warfare. We love a manipulative girly.
We got a few of those.
Wish that just was
Yes.
only in character.
You're like, oh, here's my fatal flaw, both in person and in character.
Yeah, she's a tragedy bard.
So, Padre?
Who has been cursed. Which you guys, when you were talking to him, that's why they were heading to Oakencall. So yeah, there's not been a lot found out about her that you guys would know, other than that she's very team oriented, works well with people.
She's really good. Like, she's very insightful in battle too. She can like look at what's going on and go, I think I know where this is headed.
Yeah.
So,
Like a battle strategist? Huh.
What? She was cursed? Yes. She is cursed.
Mhm.
By her own father.
I need to have a conversation with her.
Hers is a little different than yours.
I no longer need to have a conversation with her.
Yes. All right. That's down to you two.
All right. I have
DeAndre.
just one junior officer. He is codenamed Blondie. He is
Love it.
an elf, very pale skinned, age very undiscernible. So if you were to try to guess how old he is, you would probably be incorrect. Not much of a talker. He is very good with his teammates. He seems to get along well with everyone, though he's not the conversational type. So, he'll speak to you in like the barest of manners, like, hi, bye, anything training related, and then he just really won't talk to you at all.
Classism?
He is a gunslinger.
He was, in fact, a prisoner in Nova Stowe that came about. Kind of seemed like a blank slate at the time.
Fun fact, he doesn't use any sidearms. Just has the rifle.
Yes.
That's it. And he seems to be able to shoot on target every single time.
crazy.
Never misses.
We'll see how I roll.
Is it down to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was trying to find. Okay, I actually just found it. Sweet. So I took on
Scab.
scabs. Yes,
Hold that
multiple.
microphone close to your face. Quiet gal.
So I took on scabs.
Yeah, that's right. You decide.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Own it. Own it.
Because he's very handy, and I like his tweakiness. He reminds me of
Uh-huh.
bits and pieces of each of my friends when I first became a pirate of the sea.
Ooh.
And then I also took on Siren.
which is someone who came like of their own volition to join the Harbingers. Mainly the cloaks because that's who they knew of. But then when they arrived, it was during beginning of the training.
Yes. So they are a tiefling bard.
Of course.
What drew
Very
me to
good.
them was that they were gentle, encouraging, but very sharp when needed. People tended to gravitate towards her in training. When she speaks, people listen. But what was it you wrote? And I love
yeah.
it.
So she also showed signs of being manipulative.
Yes.
Something that
yes.
Grey Smoke noted was very worrisome and needed to be watched is how well she could manipulate the others around her.
Hey,
Which would have
is it manipulation or is she just very persuasive?
No, manipulation.
Is there a check for that?
no. She
And what's her code name again?
Siren. She has iron resolve and emotional intelligence and loyalty, but she is very manipulative.
The one thing I will say about them that he also had in mind was the fact that she is definitely fits, I feel like, Wayfinder's belief of freedom,
Yes.
and they believe in the freedom of others and feel like tyranny is not an option.
Yes.
Makes sense to me.
And as long as the Harbingers align with that goal, she will be around.
Damn libertarian.
I didn't make her.
I did.
I just enjoyed and made her a little bit better. Not really. I didn't change too much. Okay. So yes. So do you gather everyone and start heading on your way?
Yep, I'll just take all of us, and
Perfect.
I'm assuming our junior officers are probably just going to stay with Grey Smoke? Or are we taking them with us?
Probably take them with you is what he mentioned because then
Oh,
it
okay,
gives him a little
cool.
bit more experience actually
In the field.
hand with you.
Cool. I'm with it.
Obviously the lower officers still need a lot more time. You guys, as well as the reports on them, were so good or well founded, is because you guys definitely are the stars out of the mounds of people that have decided to join. A lot of them never really have fought before, so there's definitely easier to see the diamonds in the rough.
And we're heading where?
You're heading your goal to Grey March, which is you're gonna have to take a ferry from Redrick, which is the last town before that. It's basically you take a ferry there to Grey March.
What's in Grey March?
That's where Father Constantine is.
We were offered housing, basically.
That's right.
Or at least
For
temporary.
the time that you were there, yep.
We're gonna go to Grey March. We're gonna recruit some people. Probably fuck some shit up.
Mhm.
Probably light some shit on fire
Mhm.
and come back.
It's about 3 days to Redwick.
Thought we were just gonna sleep.
You just sleep it all away. Maybe this will be gone.
Well, hold on. So is that we are just going there just to are we setting up a base, or is he offering housing only when we're in the area? Is that what kind of the vibe he's giving us?
How did you take it? Because
We thought we were just going there to stay a bit and
Why
recruit.
travel there
Yeah.
then?
there was some
we're-
reason you guys wanted to go there. I
It
didn't.
was because you told us it was only a couple days journey and we were like, okay, so we'll get there.
Maybe it was to gather supplies and whatnot. You guys
Yeah.
do have tons of money, so maybe that's your goal. I don't know.
There's a treasurer.
Yes, I do believe it was just the closest place to go for refuge.
No one at the moment.
I think I just have a bag of holding with money
we
in it, right?
discussed Judge probably temporarily is probably the one holding. We kind of discussed that they'd probably
Oh, yeah.
for treasurer.
Yeah, sure.
They'd keep everyone honest.
Uh-huh.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Which means you get to keep track of our money.
Nope. It means whoever's junior officer it is keeps track.
Which means you get to keep track of our money.
Heard. Our money's not getting tracked.
We'll figure it out. Nonetheless. All right. So you guys head
Let's
your
see,
way.
what is in my inventory? What do we have in money? I might be
A
failing us
bazillion
already.
dollars.
Let's see.
Well, that wouldn't be right. So
No,
let's
it
hope
is.
it's not that.
It is.
A
It is quite a
bazillion
bit.
gold.
Um,
We don't work in dollar.
A bazillion. What's the stupid coin that nobody uses? A bazillion.
Dogecoin.
No, it's like
Electrum.
Electrum.
We only deal in Electrum.
Yeah, we only, so
We
that
deal
they
in
know it came from the Harbingers.
Oh, well, if I had a bag with our money in it, I lost it.
No, I think Cam had it written down for the time.
Oh, Cam's got it written down.
almost
Great.
like maybe Epitaph should be the one. Holding the
I am A-okay with
I have a list of everything that came in the bag.
Okay, with the death domain, Siddhartha and the money. It follows the god of death.
He will donate half of our money.
He's one of the good
Tides.
guys, just so you know. Okay, he's one of
Hey, that doesn't mean the good
Radiance
God doesn't take half our money in tithes.
I just have what was in the bag.
that would be what you have.
So 60,000 gold
swore I
pieces
had
worth
it
of
written
gems,
somewhere.
gold bricks, and coins.
Sounds like a good start of money.
Okay.
I took the gems, if I recall.
Okay, so you have 15,000 gold worth of gems.
Yes.
So you guys are heading north of Alex-Star through the Dread Pine Forest, making your way to Redwick. Yeah. As you guys are heading through this way, you know it's quite a old forest. A lot of ancient and mostly uncharted. It's been around for a long time. A lot of people say they hear spirits speaking in there, voices, old gods, forgotten ruins.
Do
Yeah. What's up?
do I sense Fae or undead or what was the other one?
Fiend, right?
Aberration.
Fiend and
Yeah.
undead.
You can roll whatever check it says you can.
It is.
I think it's survival. is it?
Yes. Said with advantage.
Because it's dealing with those.
I needed that.
Yeah, you fuck.
Yeah, I fucking did. 23.
It's weird. You feel hints of Fae around you.
At all times.
Not like that.
No, you're fine.
I would be able to discern from
Okay,
you
these
by
fang
now.
creatures.
Oh, yeah.
But
Forgot you were
you,
teasing.
like in the woods, you sense hints of it, but like it's there and then it's gone, and then it's there and it's kind of gone. Same thing with undead. You sense faints of undead, but it's no more coming from in front of you as you're heading towards Redwick. Anything else anyone else wants to?
That makes my hair stand on end a little.
Let's see. What do I have in my inventory?
Anything else?
I do share that with the group. I'm like, I
I-
feel the undead and the fae.
I spend the time on the road going to each person and letting them basically, like yearbook style, like pick a quote to put in the chronicle, but like an intro for yourself so that
Okay,
while
interesting. I would say probably mnemonic would be like start to write something be like no, and it'd take a lot of time with him. He is very particular about what he writes.
he knows the power of the tongue. That's why.
As we start getting closer,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say to the commander, I think we should hold off and do some scouting ahead real quick.
By all means.
You want to help me?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm pretty sneaky.
Because like I had said, I felt. You said the undead feeling was coming from like in front of us, right?
Is it dark at all?
Okay.
It is starting to get dark and foggy. Mist starts to roll in.
Wonderful.
We're in a scary movie.
I say maybe we should wait until the morning. I feel scary things ahead.
I mean, if we're just scouting,
I
Just
feel
gonna go
scary
look.
things ahead.
Do the
Like
undead
undead.
presences seem more active at night?
So, like I said, it's been like it takes a day or two to get out this way. I would say you would notice that, yeah, it seems like as night rolls in, the undead feeling seems to roll in more. But it's still very minor, though, in comparison to probably like I said, if you're checking this each day that it takes to go out there,
Okay.
it definitely feels more prominent at night.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, as soon as I felt it, I would have been very tuned into that the entire time.
Okay. Yeah, you understand though, like as well as like during the night, and honestly, especially during the transition between day and night, um like the veils between the Fae and the undead like realms seem to weaken anyways. So
But like
that's why it's more
this is
common.
abnormal activity.
A little bit
though.
abnormal, yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Especially in the middle of nowhere or like in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, take the
Absolutely.
green one. Fuck it.
So do you guys do scout ahead, or do you guys just make
Yes, it is.
make camp for the night?
Oh, never mind.
Well,
I'll take her.
I suggested. How do you respond?
I mean, you are
To
the
wait,
lieutenant.
okay.
You could make the authoritative decision.
Yes, you would know that you pretty much
Our
you get to make
second in
judgment
command.
calls. Yeah, you get to make
You
judgment.
are correct, but I do still say maybe we should wait till the morning.
Are we tuning
I do.
items or do we
If you want
There's
to do them, yes.
unusual activity of
Mine has to be
undead.
attuned to.
Yours may not. I don't know.
Heard.
Hold on.
Thank you.
I would go check.
No.
You would like to go
Yeah.
scout right now? Feel free.
All right.
Volandi will just like look at you, waiting if you want him to go with.
Wait, so he can go, but I
I'll just
can't?
nod my head up. And then I'm gonna turn into a
I
fox.
made a suggestion.
You're gonna turn
and
into a
you
fox.
agreed.
Yes.
Do you do it out of sight of
Yes.
everyone?
No.
I wasn't.
don't do
I did not
Okay.
command you to stay.
Everybody, make a animal. A history check for me, will you?
History.
Hey, take one of these for me, will you?
Can we repeat what just
Oh,
happened?
that's fucking
Yeah, you will
horrible.
repeat it right now.
I turned into a fox.
So make me a history check.
But foxes aren't real.
7.
15.
They're sure not.
That's what we're doing the history check for right now. It's so funny that
I
I'm
almost
want to
use my
and I'm like,
inspiration.
what? I have a 10.
You all, but you, see him. What did you roll?
10.
Oh, I rolled
See
a
him
4.
change into this creature that you've never seen before. It almost seems unreal. He turns to like what looks like a large cat, small dog that is very thin with black legs and orange fur on its body.
I attempt to morph into a fox.
Okay, can you do that?
I believe so. Yeah.
And I'm just looking at you like,
you
I didn't know
notice
you
this
were
as
a druid.
Is it only? Is it
They're
only?
not real.
Is it only humanoid things that I can shift into, or can I shift into animals?
Can you?
I have shape shift, I believe.
Or
I know I do, but
Features and traits, probably.
the way.
Shape changer.
Yes.
You can transform into any small or medium.
Only humanoid. Damn it.
Yeah. But you just see as he turns to us, has these big circle glasses still on his face, and starts running off. And
Were foxes real 2,000 years ago?
they, like I said, you were pretty sure they didn't exist, as far as you knew. All right. So roll me a stealth check there.
As a fox.
Yes.
I heard stuff as a fox.
Nope, you sure don't.
That inspiration
Oh, that's painful. That one.
is a 17.
17. Okay. Yeah. As you are in a new form you've never been into before, you start to hear these strange whispers in your ear. And you shake it off for a second. Don't know what it's from, but it was like shortly after you transformed. And as you are scurrying around in this mist, the fog starts to thicken. And as you're looking around, you just see these little globes of light kind of floating around and going inside of trees and out of trees. Um, not really seeing much. You swear for an instant you see an actual spectral shape of something, and as you look and look back, it's gone.
Hmm.
As far as you can tell, the road ahead seems clear.
Sure. All right. Well, after I feel like I've sufficiently searched a decent amount, and go back.
We'll say maybe a half hour. We'll probably take a good half hour.
So I probably just need the whole
Oh, okay. Sure.
hour before I get an hour.
Yeah. As you go about a half hour out, if you decide that at that point, since you have an hour of this form, you do see Judge? You see a what looks like a sign, but it's not very welcoming. Um, in fact, yeah, you just see as it's kind of broken over and you just see like red and like the wick part is kind of broken off. And you just see like a lot of the houses, it's dark. There's a couple lights here and there, but most of the doors seem shut in and everything, and the mist and fog is heavy in this town right now. And then after that, you run back, takes about a half hour. And yeah, I assume you and Blondie, you transform back and you and Blondie
Oh,
walk
that's not
up.
bad either. Mad Hatter's pretty good.
Do you tell them what you see or what you saw?
Yeah. There seemed to be.
Wait. Foxes don't exist. What the fuck was that?
You wouldn't know what a
Yeah,
fox
you went
was.
over foxes.
Actually, I did know what a fox was,
You did.
What?
and I knew they didn't exist.
Oh, okay.
You guys had no clue. I knew it was
Sorry,
a fox.
sorry.
But last I knew foxes don't exist. What the fuck was that? Foxes don't exist.
Stand down. Malice, report.
Oh!
What's wrong with you?
Hey, you want to take some inspiration for me, please?
Get the
I'm gonna step in front of Wayfinder. So foxes don't exist.
You've been working on this. Would you still go out of command?
And I'd walk away. Just completely.
Report, Malice.
Attention.
What a
Um,
I'd say that on the way. Just
fucking
fine.
playing with my lieutenant. Cut. No, I'm just playing.
yeah.
Epitaph would stay and listen. He's
Through the forest, I saw these strange colored orbs and hushed whispering. Aside from that, though, the forest was clear. Uh, Ahead, maybe about 30 minutes or so, there was a broken sign and some abandoned houses. The fog was pretty thick, so I couldn't tell you what was ahead of that. But
You said-
everything I saw from where I went was clear.
You said this was about 30 minutes out?
Yes.
Thank you for your report.
Tyler's just loving it.
I just wait. Did anyone else got something to say?
Dad said it was Bigfoot.
Dad said it was Bigfoot.
Waiting for everybody to say, "What the fuck did you turn me?"
I just repeat again. I didn't know you were a druid.
I'm not a druid.
What?
I'm not a druid.
How did you?
I don't know what conversations we've had in 3 weeks. Do I know what the fuck you are? Or what you
The
can do?
wizard.
As far as you would know, yeah, just the whisper. I would just point at the glasses and try.
Interesting.
Scab's like, can I borrow those?
You know, I think I'll.
But I report his findings back to you.
Bet it up. If you think that, if you feel uneasy about moving ahead, then we can shut up shop for the night. Or if not, we're gonna keep moving.
I would advise to stay put for the night, and we can check it out in the morning.
Then stay put. We shall. Let's get set up.
Did Judge would come up to you and be like, I honestly didn't think you had it in you. Way to go, Lieutenant.
Wayfinder's like.
Wait, who said who's
Judge.
His
So like the
officer.
fucking one
Your
that
junior
fucking barks at me. So I would imagine that would probably like coming from her. That'd probably feel a little endearing. It was like, all right,
That is
this
like
fucking
a
boss,
compliment.
the boss ass
That-
bitch,
It
just
throws
fucking.
me off, but I respect them, and I know that the things they say are out of love, and
Oh,
they,
yeah.
100%.
they don't make backhanded comments. That was genuine.
You just took it that way because didn't think I had it
'Cause, like,
in me. What do you mean, bitch?
I've barked orders most of my life. You know what? I do say that. I say, I'm taken aback. Then I smile, and I say, I've been giving barking orders for most of my life.
I definitely can tell now. You won't hear me get out of order.
Oh, look at fucking Judge like you're a liar.
That's a whole book on the crap that you try to pull. I don't want to hear.
She's like, I respect women.
Respect this fox, raccoon-looking thing, or whatever the hell that was. Maybe they're cousins. I don't know.
What's a fox?
Yeah, I've never heard this word before, and you guys keep using it.
I don't know. I just heard the tall, creepy elf dude say it.
Fox. I start searching through the chronicle for any mention of foxes.
Oh, you do. Roll history with advantage.
I find epitaph and get the download.
Oh yeah, he would just like he would come back after that was all done and tell you what he knows. Clearly
Sick.
glasses.
All right,
Mm.
21.
Made him change. Oh.
And I would definitely say to him, I fucking hate that son.
Yeah, it was kind of rude, huh?
I got 21.
21. Okay. Yes. So there is mentions of foxes
I am sorry for
in the chronicle. Most of the time it's mentioned as people swearing they've seen them, no traces of them, don't understand their connection. They seem to be connected to nobody. So, yeah.
Did you just hear what he just said? Connected to nobody.
Which means nothing.
Would you know what nobody is?
No.
Nothing.
Is that also in the Chronicle? Nobody? Or is that the first only mention?
I probably wouldn't.
I mean, there's the word nobody throughout
because
the...
I'm like, nobody is just.
Oh, you wouldn't associate that with an
Entity.
being. Yes, an entity, yeah.
It's interesting.
That is fucking hilarious.
Is anyone streaming on Twitch right now? Or like viewing on Twitch right now?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Wow.
No, just if one of us was, make sure we're looking at the chat.
Yep, I am.
I mean, all right. Anyways, so from there, you guys take your rest, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You do anything in the night.
DM Dave says a clan of Bigfoots come in and terrorize our camp while we sleep. You heard it here first.
I'm taking the first watch.
All right. Perfect.
I sleep. And with that, I really have to pee, so.
Okay, go ahead. Do we want to take a quick 10-minute then?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Doing
That's what I was making sure.
2 hours.
Yep.
Alrighty. So before we do perception checks and stuff for the night,
Mhm.
we'll take a quick break. 5 minutes. We'll be back.
All right.
Don't forget, shout out to New Holland. Thank you.
I'll think of you.
Welcome back.
Ayo.
Well,
5 minutes, dog. That's what they said. Finish your conversation.
Get your stuff together faster.
get your
fuck?
shit together, brother.
Yeah, okay. So hopping back into things, you guys are taking a rest. Who is taking first watch?
Hey, me.
Heard you're on your own.
Well, I think I would have mnemonic with me, but
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever you would like.
can mnemonic give me advantage?
Sure. While this is happening, he's probably telling you like old stories of other fields. Like he's like, I remember this forest I was in. It was very similar to this. A lot more dead bodies, though, of course.
A lot more dead bodies.
I'm glad he gave me advantage because I got a nat 1. So 18 is the.
As you're just sitting there and you're like in this forest and you're just kind of like keeping an eye out and looking around, for moments you swear it feels like the trees themselves, like the whole forest itself, breathes.
Oh, I don't like that.
It just feels like it, and then like you kind of shake it off, don't kind of see it again.
Can I tell that to mnemonic?
I would also say you definitely have this feeling of someone's watching.
Fair.
No direct point, but just that weird feeling in the back of your neck, new to you, but
Yeah.
you're like, what is this weird tingliness? Mnemonic's like, well, of course, that's just you
It's
being
called paranoia.
I'm paranoid. As he talks your ear off, not really paying attention, but you are, so that's all that matters. He feels very comfortable around you.
I love that.
He is very intrigued by you, and he always kind of like, anytime he can, like if he hears something like tick or move, like in your chest, he kind of like takes a look.
He's like, I want to see how this robot operates.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and after your watch, who takes the next one?
I will.
Yes, good song mentioned Carlene.
Huh?
She mentioned the song. I always feel like I had the rights to that song.
Yeah. Is it just by yourself?
Can he sue us?
No.
Who do you take with you?
Epitaph.
Epitaph. Go.
Yeah, the label.
Roll me perception.
Fuck.
What do you do in your watch?
Key to
Do you
key.
just sit there, or do you like walk around?
I walk the perimeter.
Just the perimeter?
With it being an inch.
Your dad saying it as he was reading that. So.
25.
Hearing us.
25. You get this really creeping vibe in the back of your head. It feels very similar to your instinct.
My what?
Your instinct. That happened all those years ago. You like at this point you actually feel your heart beating.
Ooh.
Kind of like you're panicking actually, because it's like not a good memory by any means.
I think, out of curiosity, I'd go deeper into the woods.
Epitaph is gonna make sure that you're okay and like try to stop you. Like, hey, aren't we supposed to be taking watch?
I heard something over here. I'm gonna go check it out.
You want me to go with you?
No, stay here.
All right.
And I'm going to stealth away.
Okay, go for it. What so? Oh,
Dirty 20.
okay. What are you looking for?
I'm mostly just trying to follow that feeling.
Okay. So instead of going straight north, you start going towards the west. And as you do, you're like roaming around a little bit, and briefly in a far distance, you see this creature move at a speed that seems unnatural. You see horns, and this creature just runs and dashes and keeps it's going. That seems large for its size.
I give chase.
Okay.
Like it's running away from him.
That direction that he's at, yeah.
Running away from me?
Mhm.
I give chase. I have a 40-foot movement speed, and my first turn, it's 50. And so I'm going to dash, so 100 feet the first turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's wild. Yeah, you
Getting
give
the
him
move,
chase.
and he got the Nikes on.
I will say though, it is still much faster.
I want to get close enough to just take a look.
You see fur, peaks of skin where like maybe fur isn't on it. In its back area, it looks like it's humanoid-ish, and you just see horns. And when you start getting too close, it kind of does this thing to the ground where it like throws up a bunch of like dirt, and then you lose track of it. You can roll me an insight check
Yeah, I'd
or
love.
investigation.
It's the same modifier, so. 16.
You see where its tracks, where its hands were dug deep into the ground,
Mm-hmm.
rip up a ton of dirt.
Hands?
Hands.
Hands.
And
Not paws.
you see anything else. Like you see like prints where it was standing, no other.
I'm gonna knock an arrow and I'm gonna look up into the trees. See if I can see it. Nothing?
Got little on
Is
your
that
ass.
feeling gone?
I think it's more like panic and creep is still in your mind because you feel like you know what this is, but you're unsure. But it does seem to like steadily as like you're not seeing anything and feeling it feels like it's kind of going away.
Your dad told you it's Bigfoot. He said, and it's Bigfoot. He's stuck on
Got
it.
me.
He's stuck on it.
I'm stuck on this. I want to try and track it.
Also, Carly said he wouldn't survive a bullet.
Which is true.
You're gonna do this by yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, get back here.
No, I'm just thinking.
Could I have?
I'm thinking about the
Was
dead
I
by
ever
Daylight
in
characters.
range to Hunter's Mark?
Who's out there?
How close do you have to be to Hunter's Mark?
Let me double check. I think it's 60 feet, 90 feet.
You possibly were, but that's kind of backtracking a thought.
Fuck. All right. Yeah. No, I do.
You
I
gotta
do
be
want to
quicker
track
than
it. I do want to
So-
track it.
Just to let you know, the ground around here is dry,
Mm-hmm.
so it's gonna be harder.
I do want to try that
Okay.
before you go.
Okay, so go for it. Just know it's gonna be a little harder.
Oh, that's all.
It's a nat 20. Nat 20.
You're
And nat
so
20.
good at
Nat
that.
20.
Yeah.
For a
Nat 20. Nat 20.
25.
I don't know if I want to celebrate this Nat 20 though because this
And
thing
how
is
do you feel?
scary.
Yeah, you see it's still going further to the west.
Carlene said,
Like
"Get good."
It took a leap. You see like marks on the tree that was behind it that it kind of
Mhm.
scurried around to like then keep the tracks away, so it would be harder to follow. But of course, you being an expert tracker,
I'm gonna hunt this thing down.
We love a ranger.
you know it's running at fast speeds. It took you a minute to track. So, like whether or not you continue chasing after it, it might not. It might be daytime before.
Heard he's splitting the party.
Yes. I'm just saying, like, it's had a little bit more of a head start, and it was running fast. So
Oh, are
I'm not
you
trying to discourage.
Have you
refusing to accept him
disowned?
into the party? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Keep finding it in a good amount of time.
All right, I won't track it anymore.
But you, I
We
would
do
say
need a
you
nat
can tell
20
its size
animation
is
or like
pretty
a
similar to your
sound.
size. Slightly different,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
or a nat 1.
seems different. You see that where the hands were, there's also 2 hoof.
All right, I'll head back.
Okay. I will say,
On the
in
way
this
back,
amount of time,
can I look for like a rabbit or
Sure.
something to shoot?
you're an expert at tracking and hunting. If you want to find something like that, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
I will say it does take you like 2.5 hours to get back because you were chasing it, and like again, it was a good chase.
Way to hyper focus, dude.
And then
Around what time does he get back to camp?
Probably the next
you
walk,
guys are
right?
asleep.
next walk, yeah,
you guys are
it's-
asleep. So probably if depending on what pace you take, because you're both running super fast. I mean, what you had 100 movement speed when you're dashing.
Yeah, 80 when I'm not first
Okay,
turn.
yeah, you were chasing him a good bit. Like he was trying to lose you, and you just kept kind of staying at a steady pace behind him.
I'd probably get a good pace back, knowing that I need to get back.
Okay. So yeah, he'd probably get back before you guys wake up. But you see Epitaph is like walking back and forth, like pacing. He's
I want to get back before everybody wakes up.
Yeah, you will. I'm saying like, but by the time you get back, he's still up, like moving back for pace.
It's probably coming up on the end of his watch, being like,
Yeah, you got probably like.
He's like, I lost my
another hour and a half.
superior.
Oh, you
I
got
lost
another
my
hour and a
superior.
half?
I lost my superior.
how long are we?
Watches are 4 hours.
yeah, watch
Four
yourself 4
hours.
hours.
Oh,
So he was probably
we're
gone
only-
for about 4 hours.
So everybody, including the people who do the watches, can get a full rest.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But
I pop back up.
some chase of something. What did you see?
It was just a rabbit.
He's gonna insight check you. He knows you're a bullshitter.
What am I rolling? Deception?
Deception?
Oh, the fucking look Tyler just gave you. That motherfucker rolled decent.
Dirty 20.
23.
Ah.
He's like, okay, lie to me. That's cool. But you do you. I mean, hey, only the gods are watching you.
I
I
love
love bias, man.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna get real close to his face. Fuck your gods.
What the?
I do what I want.
Just,
Now go back to fucking sleep.
Yes, sir.
just always a prickly pear, like prickly pear
What did you
margaritas that
say?
New Holland gave us.
Tyler drinking that bitch in the background.
This was wait, say that again?
Honestly, this is probably the episode I am most excited to clip from.
Anyways, so yes, morning comes, and you all rise to wake. Yeah, what you do. It's still fairly misty and foggy. It's definitely got a thick fog, but
You said we're
Yeah, who did final watch?
that wasn't. You did the first set 4, second 4.
I will
So I
asleep.
only got 4 hours of sleep.
That's why I thought we were doing
Yeah, but
12-hour
you only
rotation.
need 4
I
hours
thought
of
we
sleep?
do 3 watches, 12-hour rotation, so everybody can get.
Okay, well then who wants to do next watch?
I will.
Okay.
Oh, if
Yeah.
you would like to join me, yeah,
Would
absolutely.
would we have decided on 12 hours, or would we have said
I would say that's a
No,
normal.
You don't really need.
I would say
sleep.
that's
I
a
don't
normal.
I thought
He
you
only
could do
needs
the
4
minimum.
hours.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought you guys.
I think he needs the full 8.
I thought elves don't only need.
I
6 for them.
Oh, yeah, no.
I
do need
would
4.
have wanted to leave
Okay.
first thing
Maybe
in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Can
But
I?
the rest of everyone.
Huh?
no.
Commander,
We'll talk about it.
Wow. Okay.
I said I would have wanted to leave first thing in the morning.
You could be
Would
part
we have
of the
decided
early-
on that, or
You could be part of the early scout party, though. You could be
Okay,
heading
what constitutes as a long rest? 6 hours?
8 hours
8 hours.
It does have to be 8 hours.
The
for people
PhD
who
says
need
6
a
to 8.
normal one.
6 to 8, apparently. That's what I'm
Okay.
looking
Is it 6 to 8?
yes, it
Then
is
we
6 to
could
8.
do 3 2-hour shifts.
If you wanted, I just assumed it was 4-hour shifts. So
Okay, well, if
my
we need
assumption,
to,
without hearing otherwise.
if 6 is all we need for a long rest, we don't get beauty sleep here in the Harbingers. Okay, if we got places to be.
So
as a mercenary group, an almost militia type group, I feel like we would not do 12 hours of sleep. That feels like such a time.
oh yeah,
killer.
no.
100% can agree.
But if someone still wants to do 2 hours, so the other people
that-
can
The
get
last-
the 6.
So I took my 4 hours still, right? Okay.
Wouldn't that also change the circumstances of him coming back?
That's why I said since we didn't know, there's at least another 2-hour watch.
Get in the chat if you think we're full of shit.
But
Yes, we are.
But
And
that's
I
you
feel
need
like
to be called out.
that's still a very valid question. He would have been gone for longer than 2 hours, so
That's
would
why I'm
that
saying
change
because
that
I didn't know
circumstance?
that. Both the first watches were 4 hours. And then we'd do one more 2-hour watch if you want to keep it so that everyone got their 6
Because
hours.
first watch wakes up second watch, who wakes up third
I
watch.
understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to do that just for the night, this night, so it's not 12, it'll be 10. And then from
Yeah.
here on out, if you want to do 2-hour watches, we
But
can
for
do
the last hour of mine and Calf's watch, I told him to go to sleep.
But
Yep.
plus, also,
So
we
he
didn't
stopped asking
go when it was
questions.
dark. We settled down as it was getting dark, so it'll be morning's light when
Yeah,
next
it's still
watch.
morning's light though. Yep.
Okay.
As long as everyone's cool.
Were-
Who wants to take
Were
the
they
last 2?
12-hour watches before it? Like any other
Actually,
time we've
four,
ever
so-
I
in
don't know
any
if this
campaign
has ever been
ever?
a discussion at this table.
I
No, it
don't
hasn't.
remember them
Mhm.
ever being 12 hours though.
Well,
like in
That
previous
is new
campaigns
information
that we've
to me.
played.
It has
Exactly.
always been my assumption that because I
We can
only
do
ever
3
remember there
threes.
being 2 watches ever.
Again. Anyways,
Anyways,
who's taking the last 2?
I'll let me jump.
Okay.
Let it-
Roll perception checks. As daylight
VHSs.
breaks.
Oh, did we want to have one person roll it?
if I have a
Higher perception.
Damn.
Glasses give me expertise in perception.
yes, Daddy.
Jesus
I also
You
have
take
expertise in
the-
perception
you
because
take
of
it.
my glasses.
Well, I guess I'm twice.
Oh, you were just gonna give me
Yes.
that first number. Damn.
27.
You don't see shit. And if there was shit to see, you saw it.
Heard.
Oh, no,
No,
I just have
it was
a nice
it's fairly
clean wash.
calm. Though just like everyone else's, there is this sense of eeriness, even in the beginning of this daylight. You know that the magic veil between the realms kind of shift during nights and days, and like you definitely are in that right between phase, and you definitely feel the change between the night and day. But there's still a sense of eeriness. You're not sure what, but something.
When I mentioned earlier that I could feel the undead and the fae, would you have said anything to give me indication that you also can sense those things?
I mean, I would have to spray for it.
Yes, he doesn't he senses more the magic
Okay,
than like you can tell the difference.
Okay.
Like you can tell it in the air, on the ground. That's just what you were trained to do. You learned these skills throughout your travels.
what
All the legend monsters.
For
That's a great
now,
question.
So really, I guess
I'm just
if
gonna
you
say
didn't
they are
perceive it
the
as
same
all that
level.
dangerous, then I would
That's
have
us?
assumed
Yep,
different.
but what they can do is limited.
It would have been really
Just keep
dependent
that
on
in mind.
how
I
you
will get
thought
you
about
more information on
enough
that,
to
but,
say
like,
we should camp.
I'm just gonna.
yes, they're there for things and to do things more when they're not with you guys. They're essentially an extra pair of hands.
Nothing. There's just two conversations.
Okay.
going on. I was trying to follow both.
Sorry, I gotta ask a side question. Anyways, so it's daytime. You guys move along. Do you guys go all together? What's the plan? About half hour out.
No, what are we doing?
We had a quiet.
About
lot.
how many people do we have in our group right now?
Just us and our juniors. So we don't have like the extra
How many juniors do you
Two.
have?
One.
One.
You have 8
Okay.
juniors. Great.
So 8 plus the 5
Correct.
plus
Yeah, so
13.
Which is a pretty decent
I-
party.
I would suggest we all go scout this city together.
100%.
Or this town.
100%.
Yeah, it's a small town for sure. All right, so yeah, as you guys move forward, you guys start heading your way, and as you're getting closer, you see the things that I described to him earlier. As you guys roll in, you see this town. It seems kind of weird. Like I said, as you're like rolling up, there is not like a greeting sign. There's not like any bells, and like the banner that is there is broken. As you,
What does the banner say?
it says Red Wick, and then it's broken. So
Red Whip.
yeah, like it's starting
Okay.
to say Red Wick, like
Okay.
the town's name, but it's broken, and no one's fixed it. Yeah. And then you see as you're walking in, people whose windows are open. They see you. They shut their windows.
So there are
Um,
people.
And you see some people as you're like walking across, they're just standing like hollow stare, just like not even phased when you walk by. Just seem out of it.
I
What do you guys
would
look for
approach. I would approach one of the dead stairs.
Okay. Do you say anything? Do you do anything?
I kind of wave in front of their eyes.
Okay. You do that, and like it takes them a minute to register, and like, yes.
I wasn't prepared.
You're like, I was for sure this was magic of some kind. What's going on?
I just love that.
Just a person
I
zoned
was
out.
not prepared for this.
I walk away.
As you do, like anyone who's watching, just watch as they like watch them walk, and then they just kind
Zone back out. Full
I
mode.
I walk up to you to
One's walking into a wall. Just
Hades. I walk up to
Flipping
Hades and
into
I
the map.
nudge you, and I just look back at the people to like indicate that like, did you see that?
man, almost telepathy would be great right now.
You know, shit. It's kind
Just use detect all.
If you want to use it, go for it, my homie.
Would you go up and ask him, talk to him, be like, why are these people so weird?
Have I do I know that you have the ability to have
I think you have a
detect
decent
all?
idea of what
Over the
everyone
3
can do.
weeks, we
Okay,
have
okay.
become like a
Then
fucking shit.
then yes, then yes, I would go up to you and to a malice and be like
Anybody looking for anything while you
like bruh
Um,
can you detect their
I'm
thoughts, brother?
specifically looking for the church.
the church?
If it
Yeah,
fails,
where
they know that you tried.
That's in Grey March. This is red.
okay,
This
I'm
is the
still
last-
looking for holy place.
If I
Okay,
can remember
there is one.
correctly.
You like kind of look around and you see this kind of like looks like kind of run down church. It's like it is kind of on the north side. You see it's like on the top of a hill. To the side of the town. Like, but it's probably about 10, 15 minutes away from.
Okay. And in basically surveilling the town, can I tell how long it's been since I've peered into this town? Because I don't know how long I was in my chrono tank.
Mm. And you did like to like look around and check on places nearby. Roll me an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence.
And I'm assuming you want me to read the one you approached.
Kristen?
What? Oh, I'm so
You want me to read the one you approached.
yes.
Alright, I'll pass the check out.
Okay. It doesn't cost
that?
a save at all to read basic thoughts, right?
So the save basically would, yeah,
It's
so
only
you
if he
get
deep
surface
delves.
level, and then if he does a deep delve, the save is only to if they notice. He still gets to hear the thoughts, but
Yeah. So
Oh, I thought it was
you
only
would,
if it failed, then they know you.
that's what I'm saying. So
You
regardless, he'll get
see-
to hear the thoughts.
yeah,
It's
you
just
hear
a matter of
the
Whether
top
they know.
lead, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You just kind of hear like, man, a lot of new faces. Today's been kind of long already. I'm ready to take a nap. Why is this dude staring at me?
Shouldn't have been staring at. Just have to be within 30 feet of.
Oh, I didn't know if you were staring at him or not.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, close.
Right? Like, or like it's just like looking at you, the whole like Doctor Strange thing, you know? Like,
Not the droid.
Oh, I would just nonchalantly walk closer to him. And as
what do you smell like?
far as I can get 30 feet closer to him. So that we
What do you smell like?
Probably like shit.
We've been in the woods for
Yeah, but he is an elf,
Campfire,
and he
maybe?
probably keeps himself
Yeah, do you have
smelling good.
presence
Like, what do you?
perception?
Yes,
What-
I'd be my person.
So you probably smell like roses.
Whatever else.
Yeah. So what do you like? You just told me you don't know.
Feces.
Intentionally makes himself
Fucking
smell like shit.
Dung, bro. Straight
Lavender.
boo boo.
Yeah. What do you smell like? Do you smell like home?
Where is your home?
The Underdark,
Oh,
Sort of.
sort of.
I mean, to be fair, drow are very extravagant, much more than traditional elves. So I would probably smell good for sure, whatever that means.
It
Okay.
smells like
He,
lavender.
he's
Whatever
like,
that means
like
to a
he's
drow.
like,
Cedar.
man. Can't tell if this is a man or a woman. Cause God, they smell
would be
so
good.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a thought
Very
you hear. Do
exquisite
you
drapery
push further
around,
than that?
so like
Yes.
beautiful.
What is the
outfit.
saving throw?
It's what's
What's the DC?
14.
Huh? I'm definitely not passing that. How deep do you delve? Is there like layers to it?
Like, what are you seeking?
Is it like an onion?
No, basically.
discern the target's reasoning, emotions, and something that looms large in its mind, such as
Mm.
worry, love, or hate.
Mm.
You definitely sense an emotion, but it's like the best way to like slothfulness is like the feeling that you get from this. But it's not from his own mind. You hear these like whispers in his head. They don't sound like him. And it's like telling him that he is tired. He needs to rest. Maybe
So-
for a long.
Is there anything I can discern from those whispers?
That so far. I mean, I don't know how.
That it's
What
like
else?
a foreign voice or something.
That's what I mean.
Yes. Oh yeah. It doesn't sound like his own mind at all.
So does that strike me as like
Something else is
a
here.
wizard controlling him? Maybe something more powerful than that?
Potentially, yeah.
Is that all of his thoughts seem like they're not his?
No,
or-
just these deeper thoughts.
Okay.
Seem different. And like I said, it's like a chanting and whisper, but like what you can put together, it's like telling him that, man, you just want to go to sleep and just take a really long rest.
Mm.
Maybe a very long rest.
Maybe die.
Right. For anybody who's seen um
Is there anywhere in particular you guys would like to go?
Junji
Oh, I got a 17 by the way on my intelligence check.
one? The spiral.
Oh, you have been gone quite a bit of time.
Oh,
Feels like at least
Feel- it's
20, 30
very close to
Oh.
what you can tell.
And has
the
this
cult of the
town
spiral.
kind of
Changed.
now? Do I remember it being vibrant, or do I just remember it being functional?
Functional for
Okay.
sure. I mean, there was probably vibrant parts, right? Like they were kind of the one way ticket to somewhere to the Great Marches. So it was like kind of like ooh, like that's kind of a fancy thing about them, and
Okay.
they kind of led the ferry to it. So
Okay.
yeah,
So I would probably go up to the most stoic one I know, being Ashenhand. And I would be like, these people seem uninterested, like you often are.
So
They were just
Do I feel like
like
connection or
Yeah.
similar first energy?
unless you have the vibe of I don't feel like being here anymore. Probably not. If that's the case, then yeah, you feel that connection for sure. You're like, man, I just do not want to be in this situation right now. They seem exhausted as you're looking. Like I said, they're very zoned out.
They seem tired.
So
Could they not just sleep?
you report that
yeah,
back
sure.
to me.
Report everything.
I wonder why they're not.
and just in the middle of the road.
Because it's like the
But
middle
yeah,
of the
you
day.
guys are like right in
The
the
beginning of the day?
entranceway.
Yeah, but if they're
There's like a
tired,
center of town that you can go to. If you want to go from there, ask someone where to go. You could ask to do that.
As we are walking, I would tell you what they had told me, that it seems like there is something or someone controlling these people.
During our conversation, I'll say, damn, I had something really good in mind. Fuck, I lost it.
I'll give you time to think about it. As you guys are walking, you see a sign, a few signs pointing in different directions. You see one pointing north that says, Chapel, Old Watchtower, Mayor's Hall. You see south, that's the way you came from, residential homes. You see one sign that says East Docks. And you see one that says West Outskirts, and it's like and it says like shrines.
I figured it out.
And as you're kind of looking around, you see that there is a town called the Broken Bell.
So we all go to the no.
So, yeah,
No, but
what I was
really,
going to say
I
is,
feel like the tavern is the best place to find information.
Oh, 110%. I'm
Anyways,
just
what were you gonna say?
so yeah, we were having a side conversation. Now I was going to say, they probably can't go to sleep because, us fleshy beings, unlike you toys, actually have things we have to do.
Please don't call me that. Also, do we? I feel like oftentimes humanoids in general are just existing. We have a mission. They seem not to.
Blame the system.
The system.
I was gonna say, damn,
I turn.
inspiration for that. It's fucking wild.
You say the system, and I go, okay, and turn away and like start looking for the system.
But
I know I'm not in charge of you. This is not my place. He's whispering this to you.
mhm.
But maybe you should like respond a little better to your teammates. It might look better if you do.
That's a good point.
And then he like steps away from your ear.
I want to know whether I would have caught toys.
What I meant to say was doll.
Were you not
actually.
in the middle of like talking?
No, yeah, but I
I mean,
personally, as a human, do listen to things around me as I am.
yeah, sure.
This
But, like
was-
it depends on how.
As
thoroughly
not a
you were
Yeah,
giving
this
me
side
As a
conversation was happening while he was giving you the update on what he learned.
I guess what I'm really asking is how far away was your conversation from
Not
mine?
very far. We didn't go like off the side
I'll
of the
say,
road.
give me a perception check
Thank you.
at a disadvantage because like you were in the middle of something else.
Okay.
My bad. I don't know how long
Would be
ago that was, but
Yeah, unfortunately, you did not hear it.
Okay.
I didn't
You
mean
may
to
have
say
like
toy.
heard words, but you probably didn't put things together. Like you heard them talking. Like,
I
so
was
don't
more
worry.
Upset, please
focused
don't
on
call
giving you
I
the
know.
update.
All right. Anyways, yes, the broken bell. Is that where you guys going?
Is that
yes.
the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I look at the commander. I say, "You buying?"
Should all 13 of us go to the tavern, or
Me and
Should
Mnemonic
we
can go to
split
the
up?
church.
So my first thought, I will tell you guys, is that if there is somebody controlling the people here, or if that's kind of the vibe we're getting, first thought is the mayor or the church.
Well, me and
Sure,
Mnemonic can go to the church. Songbird would probably prefer to go to the tavern with you.
I
Epitaph
absolutely
can go
agree
to the
with you.
church with you.
I personally find most of my information in pubs, so that is where I will be going.
I have
I
But
had a
yes, I
small drink.
absolutely
Lifetime
agree.
in pubs, so I get it. But
So who's going to where? I need to know. It's important.
Me
Order of events.
and Mnemonic and Epitaph
Okay.
are going to the church.
Anyone
is there
going
an inn?
This is the inn tavern.
Pub
Is it
tavern.
okay? I'll go to the inn section of it and like find lodging for us. I would imagine. Well, oh, we did just freshly like wake up.
Or do some of you go to the mayor? What do you do?
Well, you
I
did say
would-
we were coming here for materials too, right?
Mm-hmm.
What? Like fucking wood and shit? What kind of materials are you talking about?
This was not our end.
Rations, things like no. That's where you're going to
Destination.
Greymar.
Yeah,
Oh,
this was not our end
Okay,
destination.
yeah.
This was just something we stumbled upon. So I would not advise lodging yet.
Fuck no.
This city is
It's just something in the between what we're doing.
So anyone going to the
sketchy.
mayor's hall?
I'll go to
Owen?
the mayor's hall.
I'll go with him.
Okay. Anyone else?
Having you as the correct.
Anyone else? No. Yes. Okay.
And
And
I'm
who's going
not
to
a
the
charisma
town?
main. I'm a dex
I'm
main,
going to
technically.
take. I'm going to take Siren with me. I don't know
Well,
if I'm
you know
going
what?
to
Judge
take
probably
Scabs
would have gone
me.
with you too.
Judge to the church. Songbird goes with you to the tavern.
Songbird,
Scab can
Siren.
come with us.
Beautiful. Love that. Siren and
What about
Songbird.
Scab?
He's coming with us.
Oh, okay. Scab's
Alright.
going to the mayor's. Heard.
All right, mayor.
Love that.
Where is Wraith going?
That's true. That's true.
Where would Wraith go?
He probably would follow you wherever you go.
I think so. I know Judge probably would, or Judge would
Again, he kinda
follow
sees-
that
He
guy.
kind of sees you like as a
Me?
mentor.
Yes.
Well, I'm going with
I
you.
feel like. Oh well.
I
Well,
said
you're
Judge
going
to
with
the
me.
church.
I said I was going to go
Yeah,
with the mayor.
I said
Remember,
that-
you are commander, and these people go where you tell them.
Yeah, I said Judge would have probably gone with them if you didn't tell them otherwise, because it's a chapel. Maybe to check on. They also are holy. They can
True.
maybe see things
All right.
and things.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm sending epitaph.
All right. Do that.
All right, so we're gonna do the tavern first.
All right, hold on. Let's get a bearing of where everybody's going. Who's going to the bar? It's Wayfinder.
Yes.
Just to pictures
Songbird.
way.
Inside.
Song.
Oh, and where's Blondie going?
Blondie could use a stiff drink, right?
Are you're going to the tavern, right?
No, I'm not.
The man.
Okay. So Matt.
Where's Blondie going?
Yeah, I'll let him go to the tavern.
Okay.
Seems like that would be his item.
All right, and then the church is going to be Keeper, Epitaph, Judge, Who else?
Mnemonic.
Mnemonic.
Mhm.
Who else?
Nobody, I think.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's all of us.
Yep.
We're missing 2.
No, that's it.
That's all of us.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
All right, that's all of us.
Sorry.
Cool. I just wanted to get a
Head count.
head count. Make sure everybody was
I like
accounted
it. I like it. The
Honestly,
organizations.
probably deserve inspiration for that.
You know what? I'm feeling generous. Why not? Take some inspiration.
for. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
I like to stay organized sometimes.
Yep, I was paying attention. Don't you worry. Paying attention.
I just.
So we're gonna do the tavern first.
Please tell me your NPC is the mayor, and I went to the
No.
right place.
So as you enter in, the tavern seems like there's a couple like usuals who are drinking. They seem kind of passed out a little bit, or like out of it, laying their heads down. Just kind of
Is that my indicator that they're usual?
the amount of times you've been in
have,
a
like,
tavern, you know that they're probably usuals.
You can
They're
tell
the
like
regulars.
the spot on the bar like matches
Yeah.
their size.
And you see this like large orc man cleaning some like glasses. He's like, ah, crap, some more weirdos. Are you with that gilded cockatiel or whatever he calls himself?
I'm just gonna write down gilded
I
cocktail.
sit down immediately and go, tell me more about the gilded cockatiel.
Just some knight who's been claiming that he's here to. Oh man, so you're not with him, I assume. Before I go any further,
I don't know. Tell me more and I'll tell you.
We could be.
Could be, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
yet.
don't know. He's like 6'8", wears heavy armor, has a giant rooster on the top of its head.
This guy sounds real goofy.
I'm not familiar. Tell me more.
Bartolomeo?
No.
Roosterhead?
I don't know. He's been in here. He's challenged a few people to a duel. He says he's a knight. Oh, fuck.
How long ago?
Sir.
How long ago was he?
He's been in and out of here the last few days, looking for work, things to do. He says he's on a mission to something about shadows. I don't know. He seems weird, and I try to not give him too much time.
And
He doesn't really buy anything either, so it kind of pisses me off, to be honest.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I mean,
I'm
if
so
you want,
sorry.
then you could, maybe give me something for my troubles.
I toss him a gold.
Oh, he's like, all right. What do you need? What do you need?
I cut you off. You said, sir.
Oh, I don't know. My memory's still a little hazy.
Another gold.
Pyrolus? Something like that? Pyrus? I don't know, the gilded cockatiel or something like that.
When was the last time you saw him?
This morning, he comes in pretty early, normally to ask if there's anything new, and tell me about battles he's been within, and he did try to duel one of my regulars last night, but they're still here laying on the table. He's looking for a rival or something like that. I don't know, he's kind of... Are you wanting to find this guy? Because he's probably at the mayor's office if he's making his clockwork time.
I make note of that, knowing that I have people at the mayor's office, and oh no, I lost it. I have 3 other people with me.
Can I get you a drink? You look like you need a drink. I got you. And he goes and gets something dark and pours it in and slides to you on the house.
I slide it to one of my junior officers.
Songbird gulps it.
It is not good. You can see their face like, probably a bad decision. And then Blondie's like, can I have one too?
Does he get
Does he
one?
say it all soft spoken like that? I love it.
Can I
He's
get one too?
Please.
Please.
And Siren's like, I'm good.
So we had a weird experience entering your town
Yeah,
today.
things are a little rough right now. Things have been kind of weird.
You have people just standing out in the street, but blank staring. Are they okay?
There's been a lot of weird things happening. We've been getting attacked by weird creatures all throughout the nights. Honestly, as if you're not with the weird dude that was here just being annoying, I mean, I do have some jobs available that, like, if you can bring any of the heads of these creatures, a lot of people have been taken victims of these dark creatures. I don't know what they no one sees what they look like because they come so dark in the night and that mist.
Jordan. It's the Witcher.
I bet you told me as because you know I'm always picking up our shit like oh you got a
It's not the
Witcher. And to see that reaction.
To your Witcher.
Hey, we don't own the rights to that
It's
song.
so funny
We
that
do
you
not own the rights to that song.
Please don't sue us out of our
funny that you
socks.
say it's The Witcher.
It's a cover.
Like things coming in the dark of night is not like a
Anything else?
huge trope.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with it. Conspiration.
But that's not what happened here. Anyways.
Anyways,
So
It's these motherfuckers right
I mean,
there.
I'm willing to pay 25 gold for each creature brought in.
Damn.
you're saying no one has any type of description of what these
Most people that have
creatures
gotten
look like?
close enough aren't still here.
Today.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, we've been burying actually quite a few, even though, yeah, things have been kind of running down. A lot of people seem kind of out of it, honestly.
How many has your city lost?
Our town, probably like 25 people. It's been happening just recently, probably in the last month and a half.
25 people in a month?
And not of old age. That's the surprise.
This town doesn't seem that big to begin with. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, we're about like 300,
I
350.
Songbird just like that's a whole percentage. That's
so Wayfinder feels a deep need to help these
Okay,
people.
absolutely.
And they say if there's any information that you can give me that may help me hunt down these creatures,
The only info I
I-
have is they come at night. They come at late in the night.
oh,
Yeah.
Songbird just hears. Do they go into buildings?
No, mostly, I mean, they've done some destruction to the outsides, but they haven't gone in as far as I know.
Are they scared of light?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Hmm.
I mean, like I said, the Sir Gilded Cockatiel is about the only person, venture-wise, that seems to be sticking around.
Sir Gilded Cockatiel.
so I turn to Siren, Blondie, and Songbird, and sorry,
No. Reference it.
I say we are going to keep watch of this town tonight, and I believe that these are probably the same creatures we had seen before. Would any of them have seen these creatures?
Yeah, Songbird was
Actually.
there with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the creatures before, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And right there is where we're gonna cut off for tonight.
Ooh, foreboding.
For this session, and we will pick up
Foreboding.
from there.
Next Tuesday,
Next
you'll get to see the
Next
second
Tuesday,
recorded
yes.
half.
We're still here for another 2.5 hours. But
You don't get to know till next week.
But yes, hopefully you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun. We will see you next week, and we appreciate you guys watching.
Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Junior officers dismissed.
That's